Robert.
Yes.
Buck D himself.
Yes. What's up, man?
Thank you for taking the time.
Hey, bro. I'm all about stuff like this, man. I'll do a lot, but the true meaning of media right now is podcasting, bro. I love it.
I agree.
I love it.
And you're right. You do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You do a lot of stuff. So you're podcasting.
Yeah.
You're in the stand-up game.
Yeah.
And you're on the radio.
Yeah.
What are you not doing? That's insane.
Not enough, bro. Not enough. Like, I'm one of those people, during the pandemic. So I've been doing stand-up 7 years, man. And during the pandemic, that let me know, you know what? Either you're really going to just go in or quit.
Yeah.
Real talk. And so the pandemic showed me, it proved to me that I could really do it and just step out on my own. Because, bro, I worked for New Mexico Medicaid for 10 years.
Oh, shit.
10 years. Like, great benefits, vacation, all this stuff, good pay, and, I have 2 daughters. So I have an 18-year-old and I have a 4-year-old. And, my 18-year-old, I had custody of her. She graduated. Now she's in college. That and then the pandemic. And, I was like, you know what? I can do it. I just showed myself, especially in the middle of that.
Yeah.
So I quit BSing. I quit bullshitting. And I went all the way in, bro. And it's crazy because I never wanted to do FM radio. Never. Because I was like, because first of all, I love hip hop. I love music. I love everything. But I like to be myself.
Yeah.
And I grew up listening to the radio. And, you have radio personalities. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I could do that, but I can't be myself. But what I learned was that was my crutch. Because I had an offer probably like 5 years ago to do FM radio here in Albuquerque. I said no. I didn't want to do it.
Interesting.
It was only, at the time I said, well, I can't be myself. But the real reason was I don't think I was professional enough to do it. Because there's a difference between doing stand-up, doing podcasts, doing FM radio, just all of that. It's different. And then I couldn't do that. I couldn't switch. I couldn't code switch. Now I can do it at a drop of a hat, bro.
Couldn't code switch?
Yeah, that's what it's called. For real.
First time I heard that was in Big Mouth.
Bruh.
I'm gonna admit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man. Let me tell you. As a black man, black people, we code switch every day we go to work. We can't be ourselves when we clock in. You know what I mean? You're a representative of you're like the person that's at the interview when you first get there. You got to be that person. You can't be your real self or you're out of there. So, that's already been ingrained in me. So I was like, you know what? I became more professional with my stand-up. And then I was like, you know what? You're limiting yourself.
Interesting.
So then last year I got the opportunity. June, they started up 101.3 TheHustle. They gave me a call. It was all off of stand-up. They knew me from stand-up comedy. Hey, stand-up comedy, and I had an internet radio show. And I was like, are you guys sure? Y'all got the right dude? And I was like, yeah. And, I took that. And then last November, I started at 95.9, The Sports Animal. Okay. I'm a part of a show called 2 Men On. Fred Slow, Van Nunley, they were already established, and they were looking for a third person to come in. And the crazy part about it wasn't me. They came to, it was the roast of Kenny Thomas and J.R. Giddens. And I was a part of that. The person who put that on, she called me, A. Marie Castillo. She called me, she's like, Buck, you're the only person I know that will do the do. And I was like, yeah, let me get on it. So I get out there and I just, I do my thing. And they were like, yo, this guy right here. And they tried to get me, but I wasn't, I was kind of tentative. But then I got COVID. I came out of COVID, gave him a call, and it's been full steam ahead. And I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I listened to you guys at the Isotopes game. I caught a bit of that yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome. The chemistry is clearly there. The interest, and I think that's so important too, is like whenever you're doing any type of anything that involves like a sit-down conversation, the interest needs to be there.
It's got to be there.
Like we were just talking about that, how you were on the BS show.
Right,
your podcast is that you're having trouble finding people that are like genuinely, they want to sit down, have a conversation, be open. I don't need like the deepest, darkest secrets you have.
No. I don't need that, but I need for you to be you and vulnerable. You know what I mean? I need you to be open. to be able to discuss things and not be a representative of yourself. Like show people who you really are. And it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Who gives a damn?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what we try to do. Me, my co-host Six, and then my production guy Larry. We just, I know it's hard for some people to do that.
Yeah.
But once you do that, nobody can touch you. That's what I feel. So that's why I say I love podcasting, man.
I totally agree. And you bring up a really good point. Like once you it's at the end of the day, I think it's like just an extended version of just telling the truth. This episode of the OnlyKings podcast is brought to you by OrganicPricedBooks.com. Guys, there's not been a better time to get into collecting comics, and OrganicPricedBooks.com has multiple formats such as the Omnibus, Deluxe hardcover, and trade paperbacks at huge discounts, such as The Amazing Spider-Man Volume 5, originally at $125, marked down to $80. Use my discount code NOAH, NOAH, at checkout for an additional discount on top of what you're already getting, which can range from anywhere between 25 to 42% off. Again, OrganicPricedBooks.com, discount code NOAH, NOAH, for an additional discount. Now back to the show.
Yeah.
Right, you're not putting up a front. You're not bullshitting anybody. And then I think one of the greatest examples recently is Rogan.
Oh,
they're trying to tear him down left and right.
Yes.
And you can disagree with what he thinks or how he feels, but like the way I took like the whole the racism comments and the way I took because at first they tried to take him down for the COVID stuff.
Right.
And it didn't work.
It was like, God damn, you got to dig deeper.
So they hit the racism thing. And I can't remember what news source I was reading this from. It was like the Telegram, like the Washington Post.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the dude writing the article sold himself out.
Yeah.
He's like, I get paid to sit down and watch his podcast. So so you literally have a monetary incentive to find bullshit on it. Okay, sure. And do you know who I'm sure you know who David Goggins is, right?
I sure do.
I saw a post of him that he put about Rogan. I think he put it the best way. It was like they've never cared what he had to say.
Right.
They never cared that his podcast has been for like 11 years.
Right.
They didn't care that he swears.
Uses
gay slurs. He's used racial slurs. But once it doesn't fit the narrative of today, they went back and they cherry picked all this crap.
Well, you know what that is, man. It's money.
Yeah.
Once you have that much money invested in anything, the openness, the who you are, what we were talking about, some of that goes out the window.
Yep.
So I had to check myself on Rogan. All right. So I hear it. I hear the N-word and black people and or whatever was like looking like gorillas and all this stuff. And I was like, this motherfucker, bro. Like, but then I was like, wait a minute. Hold up. I got to check my own podcast. We say some outlandish shit on there all the time. It can be within jokes and all this other stuff. But this goes back to being open. Yeah. Right? I hit it head on. You make a mistake, move on. Mm-hmm. Address it. Don't hide from it. If you hide from it, then that's when people start picking on it.
And that's what they wanted him to do.
That's what they wanted him to do.
To hide or say, like, I'll stop the podcast. And you said, I'm sorry.
Right.
It's really ugly because I'm not excusing the things that he said or what he did.
Well, here's the, man, okay, look, we can't have it both ways.
Yeah, I agree.
We can't have it both ways. Joe Rogan is not racist, right?
No.
He's not racist.
No,
he's not racist.
What Adesanya said about him.
Yes,
love that.
Yes, he's not racist. He just says some stupid shit.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, a lot of people are like this. They become a different version of themselves when they're around different people. No way Rogan says that to any of his brother friends, any of his sister's friends, any black people. He ain't going to say that.
Yeah.
But you know, if he feels safe saying it over here, he's going to say it. Now, once they pull it up, then you say, damn, I was wrong as hell. You know what I mean? And then you do that, move on. Now, when you start trying to, well, hold up and all this other stuff, which he didn't do, that's why he keeps rolling. But the bottom line with that is money. When you got that big money behind you, they're going to dig. They're going to find. They're going to, just like they did with Kevin Hart when he was, what was he supposed to do? Host the Oscars or something?
Host the Oscars.
And then he went back to his Twitter and all this
From
stuff.
From like 2011 or something.
Yeah. But see, he handled it wrong. I don't think he handled that right. Yeah, the fuck, I did say it. And what? I'm not that. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Now, if they don't like it, then they don't give you the opportunity, but you don't take yourself out of the opportunity.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
you don't step down. You make them make that move. But that's what today is, though, man.
Yeah.
That's why I said I love podcasting. Yeah. You don't have to be anything but yourself or a version of yourself. You're gonna piss some people off. You're gonna get people that agree with you, and you're gonna get people who don't give a damn. But guess what? As long as a version of those three listen and pay attention, that's all that matters. Who gives a damn? That's what it is.
No, I agree. And today, like I think we went through a period as a country where the mass media got so popular.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like the Fox News, MSNBC, whatever. They got so popular.
Yeah. Never been as big as they were during the COVID.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They got so popular and they capped out at COVID.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, oh, well, this is actually bullshit.
Yeah.
We have this thing called podcasting that's been popular for the better part of 10 years, 12 years. And now it's like people did a hard 180, which is what Americans do anyway.
Yeah.
They did a hard 180. It's like, we don't want sound bites anymore. We want these long form conversations that actually have they just have a genuine, they're people. Like you can,
it's not scripted.
Yeah. It puts you in the room with the people. It's not scripted.
It's not scripted.
Yeah.
And you know what, man? I know you go through this. You do something that we don't even do. We don't give out no questionnaire. We don't give a damn. You show up. We always get, when we invite people, what are we going to talk about? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's in our head. We know like some of the current events and things like that. But I feel like if you give out too much, people are going to prepare for it and be a puppet. They're not going to be real. I don't want that. Nobody wants to hear that. The best podcast gives you the real, raw. If it's good, bad, ugly, that's how it is.
So how do you think in doing, because all you do is have conversations.
Right.
Whether it's you're having conversations with the radio audience, the person right in front of you, or your stand-up audience.
Right.
So
that's why I value my time not doing any of this. When people see me out and about, yo, Buck, or I get called. If you call me Buck, you don't know me. Buck. And I'm like, okay, what's up? Rob, whatever. And they try to talk, and I'm like, nah, not right now. Yeah. Not right now. So, yeah. But go ahead, not to cut you off.
No, yeah. So in your career of doing this, how do you find that you've been able to like fine-tune the craft of having the conversation? That's definitely like a hurdle I know I'm running into. A lot of other people who are just starting this out.
Right.
They'd run into that, where it's like you have that, not a burden, but like the responsibility.
Right.
Of nurturing the conversation and making sure it's going in not necessarily a correct direction.
So kind of steering it and making it go where you want it to go. Is that what you're saying, or just
say the thing?
Yeah.
But just keeping it interesting, keeping things lively.
Well, okay, that is something I don't think you can learn quickly. Either you have it or you've learned it over time. See, with me, a lot of people. All right, the term black don't crack is real. I am 43 years old, right? People don't realize that's how old I am. So I've lived multiple lives, been a lot of places. I was in the military, I was in the Marine Corps. I've lived different places, I've traveled. So I've talked to different types of people. Talked to introverts. I've talked to people who talk too much. I've talked to people who talk and don't know what they're talking about. Talk to experts, you know what I mean? So with time, that comes, so it's not something that I can say that I studied or whatever. It's just like an ability that came. Yeah. Especially going to the places that I've been and meeting the people that I've met. I'm the type of person, my sister, I remember the first flight we went on, my sister was like, you just talk to any damn body. And I was like, yes, I love it. I love talking to people because, you could, when I was a kid, I would look at people and make up stories. I'm like, this guy right here. Like, for real, I would make up a whole story. I would make stories up about my teacher. Like, he probably goes home and beats his wife. Like, I would make, for real, I'm in middle school. And that was my thing, bro. I would write little stories about people. And then, I was like, you know what? Instead of doing that, find out who they are. So I've always loved to talk to people no matter what. Some people find it surprising because the way, if I'm not talking, if you just looked at me, you'd be like, damn, that's a mean ass dude, bro. Like, he don't. And I think that look came from the military. I was in the Marines, man. Like, they teach you that shit. So I have to make myself look friendly to some people, but other people, it's just, it's just the words. And then they appreciate it too. Because a lot of people go off of what they see. they have a preconceived notion of who you are. Oh, yeah. So once you start talking, and they're like, oh, I didn't know, or I thought, and it's like, okay, cool. Now we're on even ground, then we can open this conversation up.
And and even now with the advent of social media and how prevalent it's been, and then you get in stuff like our entire dating culture is based off of swiping left or right.
Shit's crazy, bro.
So all
Shit's crazy.
people do is they look at you and they have that instant like, oh, okay, you're a dick, you're cool, you're ugly, you're attractive, and they base everything off of that.
Look here, man. As a single man, being able to communicate is the best weapon you can have. I tell people this all the time. I was like, the easiest women to get are the most beautiful women, because most of us as men, we look at them and feel intimidated and goo goo gaga or act stupid and don't know how to talk to them. When you just have a regular conversation, or you make them laugh, or you don't act like they're above what they are, they cling to it. You know what I mean? So
that makes absolutely a lot of sense.
It does.
Well, because I hear that what you just said, and that's exactly how I got my girlfriend.
For real.
That's exactly how I did.
Now I want to see her. I'm like, yep, that's what it was.
Yeah, no, we met a while. We went back in 2019. Yeah. July of 2019. And we met, if you haven't noticed, I'm a fucking nerd.
Yeah, no, I see, bro. Whenever you see two Batmans, two different ones in the same spot, yeah.
Yeah, and we met at Barnes & Noble in the comic book section.
Look.
Yeah.
Boy, hey, you playing. That's a player move right there.
Well, because I remember, like, I saw her at the front of, like, the first levels, the one over on Coronado.
Yeah.
The first level was like...
The big one, yeah.
I have no business talking to you. So I walked away. I didn't even nope.
Yeah.
And I went up and I was like, I had a conversation with God. And I was like, hey, man, she has no business being in this section.
Right.
But she turns the corner.
Wait, hey, he put her there for you. He put her there for you.
Turns right there. I was like, okay, fine. And I grabbed my nuts and squeezed them a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, you are the most beautiful person I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I love comics. If you want any suggestions, just let me know.
And I like how you started with what you started with, because that let her know he's not trying to be a friend. Like, if you would have started with the comic stuff, he's like, oh, it's my comic buddy. No, it's like, nah, let's just knock this out of the park right now.
That's funny. Yeah. And then here we are 2.5 years later.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, she's the shit. But anyway, a little sidebar there. But what I'm curious about is, so did stand-up start first, or did your radio, the internet show start first?
All right. So you know what started first? Stand-up.
No shit.
Stand-up started first, and I never say I have a regret, but 7 years into it, I regret not starting it earlier.
Really?
I could have, but I'm a student. I'm a fan, a huge fanatic, and I revere stand-up comedy. Always have, man. From a little kid on up. I'm talking about sneaking and listening to Red Fox, and sneaking and listening to Lenny Bruce and stuff like that. So I came up watching stand-up, loving it. I was a class clown. Everybody, my sister, I would throw little comedy shows, all this in our rooms, all this stuff. But I was like, I don't want to mess. I was like, it's too big. I don't want to mess it up. You know what I mean? If I want to do it, my thing was, if I want to do it, I want to be Eddie Murphy raw right off the bat, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do it, and I'm not going to embarrass. It wasn't embarrassing myself. I didn't want to embarrass the art. So I moved here, and I found out, there's comedy going on. When I first moved here, Laughs was just closing, and so I would go to comedy shows, and I'm gonna be real with you. I was the heckler. I was the known heckler.
Oh shit.
They would see me, like my peers now, my contemporaries now would be like, oh fuck, there's this dude. And I would sit right up there, and I'd be like, I would act like I paid $100 to come to a free show, and you better make me laugh. Because I feel like that's what you should do as a performer. Like, act like you're at Radio City Music Hall. Act like you're at the Apollo. Act like you're really doing it. And so it got to the point where I knew who was good and who was trash, in my opinion. Yep. Then I saw someone who was a friend before he did comedy. He started doing comedy, Royal Wood. I've told this story. Royal hated me for probably 3 years after this. He opened for a weed comic named Ngayo Bilam, who's been on the road for like more than 25 years. He opened for him. and Royal Wood was his opener, and I'm gonna go check out the show. I'm sitting in the back. I was like, all right, I'm gonna be good. I'm not gonna heckle because I know Royal. I know him personally. He's back there. He has a notepad. He's super nervous, bro. He's in the back, and he was like, yo, Buck, let me go over these jokes and see how you feel. I said, what the fuck you want to tell me your joke? Tell them on the stage. Like, I don't want to hear your jokes in the back of the room before. You know what I said? Tell him up there. He did horrible. Fast forward, he did horrible. 2 old ladies heckled the hell out of him. It got so bad, it started rumbling to the back. Then I started heckling. And my buddy that was with me was like, you got a month. Do stand-up. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I can't heckle someone who's actually doing it.
Yeah. And
you're not even throwing your hat in the ring. So 30 days from that show is when I started.
No shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for what you guys do, because I remember, that first comedy show, the only comedy show I've been to so far was that roast battle.
Yeah, and you know what? That's not even a comedy show. That's an entity of comedy. You still haven't been to a stand-up comedy show.
A proper stand-up.
Yeah,
no,
there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and because I've always been a big fan, and I guess I never really understood I'd never seen it in person. You can
right.
You can live music all you want, but until you go to a concert,
until you get there,
you don't see the dude sweating and bleeding on the guitar,
right,
or the vocalist singing his lungs out,
right.
So seeing everyone up there and actually do, I was like, wow, because there were some amazing comics up there, and there were some not so amazing. But I was like, even the people that aren't great right now,
you got to respect them.
You're doing it,
right?
Like, you are putting yourself out there, and that is something I don't know if I could ever do that.
And see, that's the level of professionalism that I had to learn, because I was a fan first, so I would be very critical of those people who were doing it and wasn't good at it.
Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck are you doing this? You're not good. I didn't realize everybody doesn't have the talent to just get up there and do it. It's something you have to learn. It's like riding a bike. You don't just get on a bike and take off for 5 miles. You fall, you trip, you don't know how to balance. That's how stand-up comedy is. So, yeah, man, I respect anyone who even tries to do it. I'm not even saying been doing it. I'm talking about if you even try it one time. That's a big thing.
And this is what I love about doing this podcast. I've been exposed. I've been in Albuquerque for my whole life.
Yeah.
But there's just this huge, whether it was the music scene, the comedy scene that I'm getting exposed to right now that I never fucking knew existed.
Well, the good thing is it's booming now. It's booming. I love the comedy scene now. When I started, bro, it was, I call them the old guard. They don't like me because I talk shit. I'm like, man, y'all were not very inviting to me because they felt like I didn't do it the right way. I've done 2 open mics in 7 years. I don't go to open mics. I don't do it. But there's no set pattern to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as you can get to the end result, do it however you feel comfortable. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of older comics who were already on the scene that had been doing it for years who didn't take too kindly, or they were just like, who is this guy? He does a show and 700 people come. What the hell? I've been doing it and nobody comes. There's 2 parts of it. You have to be your own self-promotion and you have to be good. That's it. It sounds easy, but it's not. But there's a cheat code now. It's called the internet.
Yeah.
If you create buzz on the internet, goes back to those 3 types of people. People who want to see if you're funny, people who want to see if you're just internet funny, or the people who want to see you crash. But guess what? They all 3 paid. That's it. They came paid to come see you. So I did the whole internet thing first. I had an internet buzz, and then I did stand-up. And they was like, yo, you're going to do stand-up?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, and it's funny. That's how people like Andrew Schultz got huge.
Yep.
Was they created their huge presence on YouTube. Theo
exactly.
Vaughn is another,
Theo. Yep.
Another great example. His bit about white privilege not existing for him is fucking hilarious.
Bruh, it's fucking gold.
Are we going to split this plum or what?
No, it's but going back to what you're saying about what's happening here in Albuquerque now, I love it, man. We got these young guys who haven't been doing it that long, and they're already good. They're hungry. They're inclusive, and they're getting it, man. They're not just the thing that I like, and I always tell them, don't just say stand-up comedian. Do anything. Do any media. Take advantage of the social media, skits, All of that stuff, bro.
It's funny you bring up skits. I had Jared Ostrom on about a month ago. I had him on.
Man.
Amazing conversation with him.
Yeah.
But he's a funny motherfucker.
Yes,
I saw him win the roast battle.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got his skit going.
Very fucking talented, bro.
Yeah, and he's super like nerdy about like directing, and about production and all that. That's what I'm about to go to school for.
Yeah.
So having it's just awesome. And then we actually have a mutual friend in Notorious T.
Notorious T, man. Hey, that boy's got drive.
Big
man.
shout out to him.
Yes.
So me and him go back to middle school.
Oh, that's what's up.
He's a dope dude. I've had him on twice.
Yeah.
And then I'm having him on again right before my birthday here in June.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's finally, like, not that he hasn't gotten recognition, but he's finally starting to get, like, he won that contest.
He won the contest for, what was that, the Beatles song or whatever?
Yep. He's got the second one going on right now.
Yeah.
And to see him finally, like he's gaining a lot of traction. He's going, like, it's good. I like seeing people
That's a good dude, man. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I like to see people that are good people succeed.
Yeah, exactly.
And I would see Notorious T, like I would go back and forth from LA and he'd be on the flight. And I would see him. I'd be like, "What's up? What's up?"
No shit.
And I knew what he was doing. It wasn't it was for his music, bro. Like, and I never said that to him until recently. I've seen his grind, man, and it's like people like him and Jared that I love to see, and also like love to work with. Like, I'm gonna say something. I haven't even hit Jared up about this. So we have something coming up at the El Rey, August the 24th. I'm gonna reach out to him, see if he wants to do a set on it. It's 420's coming up, and we're doing what's called like a post 420 event. It's gonna be Spice One and Notorious T is gonna be on it, and I'm gonna do a comedy set. But I was like, you know what? I want somebody else to come up there to it. And I've never worked with Jared in stand up, so I'm gonna hit him up tonight or in the morning, see if he'd like to do it. But that's what I'm saying, man. It's so much talent out here, and I love that. They're hungry, bro. They're not just happy with doing one thing. Yeah.
And I just growing up in Albuquerque my whole life and looking around, like the city's falling apart.
Yeah.
And I think it's when you have cities like this, towns like this, just environments where it's like there's not a lot of opportunity here.
Right.
You have to create that opportunity, and there's so many mediums here. Like for me, it's podcasting and weightlifting, bodybuilding. That's what I love doing.
Right.
I just got done doing my first competition about 3 weeks ago.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, I know the pain y'all go through, the training. Like about 4 or 5 years ago, I got with this trainer. I cannot remember her name. She's gonna be mad if she hears this. But I worked with her, and I worked with these guys that had their own gym, and I just thought, hey, you just lift weights, blah, blah.
I thought that too.
And it's the eating regimen, it's the scheduling, it's all of that. Not saying that I was doing any of what you're used to doing, but it was, we had like when I was on the internet radio, we had like a contest. Me and my co-host, see who could lose. It wasn't even the most weight. It was like the percentage.
Oh, your body fat?
Body fat and all
BMI?
that stuff. And I fucking lost 38 pounds. And I looked at myself. I was like, I don't like the way I look. I look like a pest dispenser, man. My head, everything got small but my head. And I was like, nah, I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. And then I noticed, I started being friends with them, and they get people ready for competitions. And man, y'all have some discipline, bro. Like, for real.
Yeah, it was funny though. I look back at it and I enjoyed prepping and like the dieting and the training.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that way more than I did doing the actual show.
Yeah. Oh, for real?
Which was so weird to me.
Was it real technical? You got to put your hands here and do all of that.
Well, it was that.
Did you have to do the spray tan and all that stuff?
Oh yeah. And one of my favorite parts about doing all this was the guy who coached me. He's been one of my closest friends since like our junior year of high school. Mm-hmm. So and he's been a natural bodybuilder in the States and in Mexico for like the last 10 years. So
he knows so he's in it. Yeah.
Up, down, left, right, what he's doing. Shout out to Poncho. Love you, buddy. So he really helped me get through all of it and show me what to do. But it was just like, and he agreed because he did the same competition that I did, but I think 4 years ago. Yeah. And we were talking about it afterwards. We were just like, I was like, dude, like I love doing it. Thank you so much for coaching me. And I was like, I thought there'd be more. I thought there's something. Like, I'm not expecting like Mr. Olympia levels of like grandeur and like all that.
Did you feel like you didn't get to show off all your muscles or something?
No, it's just like nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah. Was it because most of them had done it before and you were the newer person?
Maybe.
I think that's what it probably was.
Maybe that was a bit. Maybe that was it.
Yeah.
And maybe I didn't. Not that I set my expectations too high. It was like I didn't know where to put them.
Got you.
And I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Like, but what was really weird though was like the people running it were very unorganized. Unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, it was very unorganized. Like, I never got an itinerary.
Okay, so you had no clue what you were doing when you got there.
No idea what was going on.
So you had people like once you got there and you were prepared, they were just pulling you into go here, do this, do there, do that. What's next?
No, me and my coach actually had to like look around downstage or like below the stage because it was at the chemo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we had to look like below the stage and like we were walking up down the stairs trying to figure out where everybody's at and like when are we going on. And, and we found like the one flyer. The one flyer. Like, okay, we're going on here, and then this, and then we're done by here. Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
But it was the prep was fun. The fucking the dieting, the training was like the most fun of it. I love being in the gym.
Yeah.
But anyway, the reason I bring all this up is just like when you have an environment like this, you have to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And how to fill like whatever you love doing. How do you fill that slot?
Yeah.
And become great at it.
Well, I look at it like this too. I tell people all the time, like, you know, I've lived in California. That's where I'm from. I lived in Texas, live here. And it's been in the military. You just be everywhere.
Yeah.
Albuquerque is the most unique city I've ever set foot in. There is so many opportunities, so many windows of opportunity that people want you to succeed. I get upset when people say, oh, people here in Albuquerque don't want you. No, they do. They just want you to be able to do it. So when I started, I did what you did, what you're talking about. I saw that there was a void. You know what the void was when I saw comedy? There was no urban comedy. People were not exposed to urban comedy here. And when I say urban comedy, I don't mean black comedy. I mean urban. Anybody can be urban. You know what I mean? Especially with the boom of hip hop and all this other stuff. I saw that because there were other comedians of color, but they weren't urban. It was like they were trying to be Albuquerque. If you live here, you already know that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can go so far at laughing at yourself. All right? That's cool. That's cool. You can make the Christmas jokes and you can make the green chili chicken. You know what I'm saying? You can make the Roadrunner jokes, the Zia signs and all that. But if you open a window for people to see something they've never seen and you take them on that ride and they're like, yo, we're basically the same. Even though you're not from here, we are the same.
Yeah.
That's what I saw. I was like, I'm going to be myself. I'm not going to change anything. And I'm going to just own it. And they're going to like it because they haven't seen like in person before. You may have seen it on YouTube. You may have seen it on, you know, Def Comedy Jam, or I'm not saying that's my comedy style, but I can do that. But it's like, that's the void that I saw. And I was like, I'm going to own that. Now, a lot of people didn't like it because they wasn't used to it. They was like, yo, this guy, he's too in your face. He's too brash. He's too cocky. He's too, you know what I mean? He's too edgy. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's funny. That's the school that I grew up in. And it's kind of, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, man, is my style of comedy becoming the old guard? Because everybody's so damn sensitive. You know what I mean? So, but the city of Albuquerque is edgy. Yeah. It's nothing smooth about this place. Like, you can, and my thing was, you know, I'm seeing comedy shows in certain parts of the city. You go to Rio Rancho, you go to the nice part of the city, but you wouldn't go to the South Valley. You wouldn't, if you had something going on Central, I looked at the crowd, it didn't represent the Albuquerque that I saw.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do comedy for those type of people. And that's how it started out. But then, you know, nobody was messing with me. Then I started going to their crowds. And then they were like, yo, you didn't change who you are. I was like, I can't. I don't know how. You know what I mean? And so that's all I say. I love Albuquerque because there's so many opportunities. There's so many voids that can be filled here. You just got to just grab the opportunity.
See, I think that's a message that I mean, as a young person here have never been told. And I think that's something that everyone else that's coming up that's trying to do something here needs to get told.
Yeah.
And they need to know that. Because like you walk outside, even like pre-pandemic, you go outside and it's just kind of dreary out there.
Yeah.
It's like Gotham City without Batman.
Man, and that's bro, that's exactly how downtown was, man.
Like,
I remember when when they had the art stuff on Central, I used to take my daughter and you would see just trash blowing and nobody there, and you're like, damn, it does look like Gotham City.
it's just sad to be around. And then our homeless problem is out the wazoo.
Yep.
And look, I am nowhere near. I love talking shit. I am nowhere near as educated as I probably should be with like properly criticizing our politicians.
Right.
But it does get pretty discouraging when you have these revolving doors of politicians, but not a whole lot is changing, and in fact, it's getting worse.
Nothing. All they do is tell you what you want to hear to get them there, and then it's back to the same old. Yep.
Because I grew up when I was a kid. I remember growing up under the Bill Richardson era, and all I got told as a kid was the government's corrupt. They all want money.
Right.
And then as it just continued, nothing ever really changed.
Yeah, and look here, bro. This is I don't know how familiar you are with black families, but that's what we've been told our whole goddamn life. Like, bro. When I went to the military, you know how many times I was like, "Why the fuck you in the military?" You know the American, they gonna put syphilis in your blanket and like stuff like that. But that's the truth, bro. It's the truth. It's just like. And you know what? I try to be optimistic now because, April 1st happened. We got, the marijuana became legal. We made damn near $10 million in a week. It's like, okay, what are we going to do with this?
See, not only that, but it's hard to look at that and be like, hey, so when's re-election again? Oh, that's why.
Yep, and that's why. Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Right. Okay.
We have to do something because everybody's still pissed off about the lockdown, and we're the longest state to have all this stuff. And you got to do something dynamic to make you come back. And you hit the nail on the head. There you go.
And it sucks that because on the one hand, being completely honest, it's like on the one hand, I get it. Like you guys just want to keep your jobs. Yeah. And you're career politicians.
Right.
And you probably weren't making a ton of money, but then you got that politician salary, and we're like, fuck, I want to keep
I'm
this.
Going to keep it. The cost of living is what they're making right now. They don't want to lose it. That's the truth. That's the truth.
And then on the other hand, though, it's like, okay, but you're using your constituents as chess pieces.
Well, okay, I'll tell you what. Okay, I'm glad we're talking about this because this is something that that I want to do more. We can't leave it up to the politicians to change the community.
I agree.
We're in the community. Why can't we do it?
I agree.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one reason why I do love that I'm on 95.9 FM, 2 Men On, because from the short amount of time that I've been there, we've done a lot for the community. And I see that those fellas have already made relationships and making those changes and doing whatever. So if you have one person, another person sees it, makes them want to do it, I don't care why you want to do it. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, you just want to be on social media showing that you're doing something. I don't give a damn. If that's what you want to do it. But at least it's some type of positive result from it.
Yeah, no, I agree. And so I know I wasn't able to catch this part of the broadcast, but I saw on your Instagram that you guys were you were planning on talking to Keller yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Did that happen?
No, it didn't. So Keller was throwing out the first pitch, and he was already cutting it close because we were on till 6:15, and he didn't get there till like 6 o'clock.
Oh shit!
So that's what it was. So they're trying to make it up to us, and any chance I get to talk to any of those type of people, I'm real. I'm honest. You know what I mean? The first time I talked to him, I attended. I didn't even know he was going to be there. I attended this father's hair combing. If you have a daughter and they teach you how to comb their hair, basically,
that's cool.
It was like a workshop like that.
Oh, where's that at? That's cool.
And that was at this was a couple of years ago, and it was out at Taylor Ranch. That community center over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he walks in, and I was like, oh, it's the fucking mayor. Like, it was dope. And it wasn't like he was there with cameras or nothing like that. But it's just stuff like that and just talking to them and without being fake. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a politics person either, but, it's good to see that their regular people are like that. And I think that's his appeal, bro. Like, people look at him and it's like, oh, it's a regular dude. A lot of people don't even know what the hell he stands for. He's like, he's just a regular dude. I see him out.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That was one of the things I was going to ask guys. Just like having those interactions with him. Do you get that impression that he's actually just a regular guy? He's trying to do the right thing?
No, he's a fucking politician, first of all. I'm going to be real with you. I ain't going to sit here and be like, nah, he's a politician through and through. But I don't know if that's one of his acts. And if it is an act, it's very fucking commendable. But anytime I've interacted with him, he's a regular dude. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Well, because I remember when he was first running, it was all about APD reform and police reform and all that kind of stuff. And because I grew up Republican. I grew up in a very Republican household.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you had some Reagan parents.
But yeah. And especially my mom's side of the family. But growing up, now that I'm becoming my own person, having my own thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is all kind of bullshit.
It all is.
It's all kind of bullshit, and I just want to be left alone.
Yeah.
And what I did like about his approach to it, from what I could understand, was it wasn't what would eventually become defund the police. It was, we have problems that we need to fix.
Right.
But we're not going to completely gut them.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean?
Which
is realistic.
Which is fair.
There you go. Yeah. It's not way over here or way over there.
Yeah.
It's right kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, in my opinion, it's scary when you hear things like defund the police or defund anything.
They did that. Scary. They worded it that way for a fucking reason.
For just the clicks. There
you go. To get the hell yeah and the fuck knows. That's what it is. Yeah. But because nobody's gonna research shit. They don't research it. They read that headline and they form that opinion right there.
I did it's funny you bring that up. I did a solo kind of episode for this coming out tomorrow, and I was looking kind of into like the Russia Ukraine thing, see kind of like the latest updates. Kind of like a hot clicks thing.
Yeah.
And one of these majors, like a prime minister or some major politician out of Ukraine, wrote something about chemical attacks, and then at the end of it was hashtag Putin's a war criminal.
Yeah.
Hashtag. I'm like,
he's dropping nukes tomorrow.
Are we only communicating in hashtags?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Some people probably didn't even read that. They just went straight to the hashtag, clicked on it, and see what else they can find. That's exactly how it goes today.
It's fucking sad.
Yeah, that's the. Yeah. I love the internet, but I hate it too. You can use it for however you want to use it. It's just, it's powerful as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So being in Albuquerque, so how long have you been in Albuquerque?
I've been in Albuquerque 13, 14 years.
So it sounds like the opportunity and just like the culture has kept you here. Is that fair to say?
When you say culture by meaning my daughter, yeah.
That's fair.
So, okay, I have an 18-year-old. So when I moved here, she was young. And then I ended up getting custody of her freshman year.
Of high school?
Okay. Then she graduated and went off. And when she was 14, that's when I had my little one. It's crazy because I had really planned to leave because I was in the mode of, man, I really want to make stuff happen, and it's not going to happen in Albuquerque. And it's crazy. Now, go back to what I said earlier. Like, well, what the hell changed from that time to now? A lot.
Yeah.
Because, we have the internet. We have things coming into the city. You have movies. You have Netflix. You have so many things booming. The housing. A lot of stuff. A lot of people are complaining about how rent is here. Take your ass to those cities that you wish you lived in.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah. It's tough.
It is horrible.
Yeah.
Gas and all that stuff. So I'm like, why do I want to leave when I can actually build something here instead of going somewhere else trying to catch on to what somebody else has already built or what they feel like it should be. Where here, you have a clean slate. You could do what the hell you want to do. There is no way. I tell people this all the time. There is no way I could be on 2 radio stations at one time that have nothing to do with each other at the same time in that short amount of period. And they just saw me. It's not where you can't even go up to a radio station nowhere. Hey, so I'm trying to get on air. Like, you have no schooling, no FM radio etiquette, no training, none of that. So here it's like I feel like I like dealing with people who trust me. And that's what I feel like a lot of people have done.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel like you're professional enough. I trust you. The mic's hot. Go ahead. Do your thing. You know what I mean? You can't go anywhere and get that.
Yeah.
And it's so many voids here where if you believe in yourself and you have confidence, you can do it. So that's why I stayed. Real talk.
And again, I think it's a message that really needs to get perforated and put out there a lot more. Right. And kind of go back to what you said about being that professional, turning into that professional. I got approached. So I worked. Funny, you worked at Medicaid for a while.
Yeah.
My job is I work at a home healthcare company.
Okay.
I was like caregiving and shit like that.
Oh yeah. I've taught a lot of those places how to bill Medicaid. Yeah.
And I keep what I do in my personal life. I keep that very far away from my professional job because, just like you said, I say a lot of fucked up stuff, man.
I would. That was my life for 10 years, man.
Yeah.
That was even before I did stand up. I would keep my social media stuff open, and I would come to work, and then people would be like, "Yo, we saw you hosting this event out at Route 66. Yo, we saw your stand up. Why don't you like that at work?" I said, I would not have a fucking job if I did that here.
That is exactly the problem I've run into because God, what was it? It was 2 weeks ago, I think. I walked into work and one of my bosses goes, "Hey, how are you doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. How are you doing?" Because I'm very professional. I'm very, you know.
That was me. Yep.
I'm here to do a job.
Yep.
I mean, I'm cordial with you people.
Yeah.
I will get along with you, but I'm not here to be your best friend.
There you go.
I'm here because I have bills to pay.
Exactly.
You know, I have bills.
I don't want to be here, but.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, it was good. How was your weekend? She goes, "Oh, it was good." She's walking into her office, and right before she walks in, she peeks her head and she goes, "I found a couple podcasts on YouTube this past weekend I thought were interesting." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they're really big nowadays." And I started looking at my computer, I'm like, "Oh, fuck.
It's yours."
I'm like, "All right." So I go on Indeed, look for, no, but so.
Yeah.
So, they dropped that seed. And then a couple days later, same boss comes up to me and she goes, "Hey, so do you like what do you do in your free time?" And I'm like, honestly, I just, because they knew I was doing a bodybuilding show. I lost I went from 188 to 153.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So I lost weight right in front of them. And so I was like, yeah, I mean, in my free time, I go to the gym a lot. Because I'm over here, like, they're ordering food, ordering pizza,
you're not eating
Chinese.
nothing. Yeah.
I'm here with my little, meal prep of chicken and rice, fish and rice. You know, I'm like, this is great. So they knew I was doing that, but I was like, I go to the gym, hang out with my girl. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, okay. Do you like podcasts? And do you do podcasts?"
Oh, so she's basically already knowing, trying to fish it out of you.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'll listen to them when I'm at the gym, but other than that, they're neat.
Yeah.
Free speech is cool. She's like, "Okay." And they walk away. And then end of last week, she sits me down and goes, "So we have an idea."
Oh, God. Oh, man.
We have an idea, and we would like to do a broadcast for the company. And I was like, "Okay." And she goes, "Well, we just think you'd be the right person to do it."
You already know.
And I was like, "Okay, so can we stop lying to each other, please? Did you find my podcast?"
Yeah.
And she goes, "Yeah." And she gave me the whole pitch and how it wants to be like a friendly 10-minute thing out to the employees. I think it's a cool marketing idea. I think it's a cool hiring idea, recruitment thing. But I was like, "Yeah, I'll think about it. It'll be a conversation."
Right.
I go to my second boss. I'm like, "What do you know about this?" And she just said, "I have no idea." I just want like X, Y, and Z. Like the bare minimum was like, "Look, like, I just want to be straight with you." Because I didn't want to break the first one's heart.
Yeah,
they were so into it.
She was so excited about it.
Yeah. I didn't want to break her heart. But my other boss was like, "Hey, look, like, I'm not your guy.
Yeah.
At least right now."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, why not? I thought it's obviously you love doing it. Like, we all knew you do this."
Right.
I was like, "Yeah," but I was like,
it's not the same.
Yeah, I was like, "Look, man, I can say fuck on mine."
Yeah, I'm not passionate about this place.
That's funny. It's exactly what I told her.
Yeah.
It's exactly. I was like, "Look, I'm not free here.
Yeah.
And I don't have passion for home health care. I'm sorry."
Yeah.
And I think you guys have a great idea. And if you guys want help with production, equipment, budgeting, I know like a little bit of marketing through trial and error.
Right.
But like, I'm not the dude in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I just can't do it right now. And the problem I ran into with myself is like that professionalism. I don't know how to like switch that off yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
especially in that setting. Setting. So mine was actually completely different. So I'm doing my thing. So what I used to do was I was called a provider field representative. So that meant I would go throughout the state and teach people how to bill Medicaid. I helped build the web portal, what people see now on the website. If you have billing problems, that was my thing. If you have billing problems, I come out, sit out with you a couple of hours, hash it out, teach you what you did wrong, resubmit claims, all this stuff. So I'm doing my thing, and I'm going throughout the state, and then I come to work, and my boss, same thing. Calls me in there and says, "You are a funny guy." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" Pulls up my stuff from YouTube, and oh man, you see me, bro. Yeah. It ain't Medicaid professional. Like, she's in there, face red, laughing. She's talking. She's playing a dick sucking joke that I have. She's in there crying, laughing. And, oh yeah, I showed such and such, and you got to tell us when your next show is. And I was like, no, this isn't it. Yeah. I did have a couple of coworkers who were on the same level that I was, who did come do some shows, and I made it to where either it was for them or it wasn't for them because I made fun of them. I was like, since y'all want to come, you're going to get the real experience. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, give it up for my coworkers over here. And that type of, and it was a big, one of my bigger shows. Yeah. So then I'm going to like Las Cruces, Farmington, people recognizing like, yo, don't you do stand up? Or I'm on webinars and do they call you Buck D? And I'm like, fuck, man. Like,
do they call you Buck D?
Yeah. And can why are you so serious with us? Can you tell us some jokes? Like, no, I don't get paid to tell you guys jokes. I get paid to help you with your Medicaid issues. Like, and it was happening so much, and I was like, oh. And so I know exactly what you mean. Like, you know, you're just a different person when you're in that type of environment.
So when you're experiencing that, because I mean, your realm was stand up, you're obviously, that's when you're truly free. Mm-hmm. You're speaking your mind. Mm-hmm. You're adding some of your mind, you know, making exaggerated because it's all entertainment.
Yeah.
Do you think when you're getting approached like that and when you're getting asked stuff like that, is that like almost like, well, people can't meet the big celebrities, but they've got the local one, so they want to try to get as much out of that experience as they can?
Yeah, you know what I used to...
what I mean?
Yeah, when I first started, I used to hate it. I used to complain. Then I don't know who told me this. They were like, you shouldn't be upset about that because, you know, they're basically showing their support for you, and they don't know how to do it besides that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't know you. They know what you represented to them on that stage.
Yeah.
And so what's very important, what I tell a lot of comics is go to your show early, make yourself seen, let them know you're a real person. Say hi, hey, you know, hope you have a good time. Find out who's never been to a comedy show. Do your thing, but don't leave. Thank you for coming to the show. So they'll know that's a character. That's a overt representation of yourself. That's not really you.
Yeah.
But when you do get that out in public, man, when I get it, I had to embrace it, man. And I think it is like a local celebrity thing. Like, look, let's be real. I have a vanity plate, bro. I've always wanted a vanity plate. It says Buck D. Do you know how many Snapchats I get of people behind my car? Yo, I'm behind you on I-40.
Stop texting, bitch.
Like you're driving behind me going 80 miles an hour just to get a picture of a license plate that I see every day. Like, but I used to get mad at that. I'm like, that means I'm doing something right, and they like what I'm doing. So I have to embrace it that way, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
No, it's real stuff. And, God, yeah, it's awesome to see that the community for comedy is growing so well. And I think from what I can tell and the little bit that I've told, the podcasting here tends to like come along with it.
Yeah.
Almost, you know, because what I thought was so cool is I didn't really get into podcasting, like listening to it until I was like maybe in college. Mm-hmm. And I thought what was cool is it was like, well, exactly that. You have these celebrities that are literally playing characters in movies or TV shows or like a stand-up comedian. They have that character on stage, but it's like, oh, wait, they're going to have a conversation for 3 hours.
Right.
About what?
About what, yeah.
And it's like, are they real? And then seeing that, I mean,
you get all of that stuff that's behind the curtain that you never got to see, or the part of their personality, or other people that they know. That's how I got drawn to it.
Yeah. So how much like reception like that have you gotten from the BS show? Because that's like as raw as it gets, which is so damn cool about it.
So you mean how they've received it?
Yeah. I'm like,
okay. So all right. The thing about the BS show that I learned, we have our core group of people. When we go on, I know they're going to be on that feed because we're live.
I noticed
we're
that.
live.
The ball's on you guys.
Yeah, we're live. We're live. We're like cameras on. Boom. We're on YouTube. We're everywhere. Twitch everywhere. And you could see who's there, who's going to comment. What I learned was I thought, hey man, we're just doing this thing. It's in a little bubble.
Yeah.
Nah. Bruh, I'm going out, like sometimes I'll do Instacart. I'm in Sprouts. Someone's like, yo, y'all's podcast is off the chain. And I'm like, who the hell are you? Remember when y'all were talking about remember the chick who killed her boyfriend who called up to y'all? And I was like, yo, you was listening to that? Like, yeah.
When you finish what you're saying, I want to hear about that.
Okay, I'll tell you about that.
Yeah.
But my thing, it's like I had to get out of the mode of, hey, there's just those people there right there. There's people who won't say nothing, who have never missed one of the 121 episodes. Never. They will tell you about it. I get inboxes. We all do. And I love it, man, because I didn't understand the scope of this thing, bro. We did it because it was like, to be honest, before the pandemic, I didn't go live on Facebook. I didn't do any of that because I thought it was corny. I was like, man, this is corny. Let's putting a camera in my face and just talking. But I didn't know so many people wanted to hear it's something that I had to say besides me making a post.
Yeah.
Because to me, my social media was an extension of my stand-up. Just funny observations that I make about anything. You know what I mean? Hurt some people's feelings, some people's whatever. I didn't care. It was just get a reaction. So it was actually Six's idea. Six was like, yo, you think, let's do a podcast. And he had never been on one. I had been on podcasts and stuff like that. And I was like, and I knew how we could start it up. I was like, yo, let's do it. Man, our first 3 episodes was so trash, bro. And I'm glad we have them on YouTube. It looks bad. It looks horrible, bro. If anybody wants to go to the BS show and scroll back to the first 2-3 episodes, it was done off of a phone. And it was like, oh, it was bad.
So typically, maybe like 50% of the time, I got a homie that sits right there and he'll do it with me. But he's part of the fire department, so he can't always do it. Which I'm just happy he does some of them, you know. But he was my first guest, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna do it. I was like, yeah, I should do a podcast. I want to talk to someone. I just can't talk to myself.
Right.
I just didn't know if I could do that. So like, all right, I'll have my buddy sit down with me. We'll fucking shoot shit. Yeah. And so I'm like, all right. I'll spend $100.
Yeah.
How far is that going to get? Not far.
Nowhere.
It doesn't get you far.
Nowhere.
But I thought I was so cool. I ordered the shit that I ordered off of eBay. The cameras, right?
First of all, you're way ahead of what we were already.
The cameras were these little things about that big.
Yeah.
They came in white boxes that said video camera.
Oh
it wasn't even a brand.
Yeah,
it just said video camera. And so
got them out of the back of a Chinese warehouse somewhere.
Yeah. And so me and another buddy of mine who's really he produces music and he builds apps. He's that dude.
Yeah.
He's on his computer all day, he makes money.
That's awesome.
So I send him a couple of things like, hey man, can you help me learn how to edit? I know you how to do all this, but if you got time. So he's like, yeah, just let me look at it. I'll try to do it. I'll show you what I did. And I was like, all right, cool. I get a call back from him 2 days later. He's like, hey man, listen, we can't use that shit, dude.
But see, those are the people that you need.
Yeah.
Because for me, you know who that person was? Larry. So Larry I've worked with him before. He, when I used to have Nexus Silver Tap Room, I used to do comedy over there the 3rd Thursday of the month. I did it for 2 years. Is that
the one off of the freeway?
No, that's the main one.
Okay.
Nexus Silver Tap Room doesn't exist anymore because of the pandemic. It was off of Coors and 40. Over there by Pizza 9. And it was right next to Pizza 9, right there.
Okay, interesting.
And so Larry, I worked with him before, and he knew me, and he had done some video for. He just asked me. He was like, "Yo, can I come video one of your comedy nights?" Yeah, cool. And then so one of his partner was watching our podcast, and actually I was on. They had like a weed podcast. I was on there with them during the pandemic. Then they were watching ours, and they didn't have the heart to tell us, "Bruh, that shit looks horrible," right? Like what are y'all doing? But Larry always wanted to work with me. I didn't know this. He's like, "Man, I love your content. I love how just open you are. You don't give a fuck." He said, "That's the type of people I want to work with, and I know that you won't quit."
Yeah.
So he came in. Like all of that stuff is Larry's personal shit, man.
No way.
Larry brings that shit in there, sets it up, and that's how we really, as you see it now, he makes tweaks. He did, like, I don't know anything about that. All I know is just put a mic in front of my mouth and we can go. Just if you want to make it look better, sound better, and that's all on him. So you definitely need someone like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a team thing, bro.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
100%. And that dude for me was Jay.
Yeah.
We don't work too closely anymore just because like he's got his own like I said, he builds apps and he does all these coding stuff, and he didn't have the time. He's just doing like whatever spare time he had.
Right.
He helped me out. I was like, thank you so fucking much.
Right.
Because Lord knows I had no idea what to do.
Right. A lot of people don't realize this is a commitment, man. Once you say, like, I'm the type of person, if I say I want to do it, I'm not quitting. I'm doing it, and I'm going to try to be the best version of it. And to have a group like that between six is more, we do it in Six's man cave. That's where we're at. And people think like, yo, y'all at the studio? Oh, we're at Six's house. That's what we do.
I know, because it's a solid looking studio. Yeah, I like the all black, and then
that's all Larry.
Like the carving.
All Larry.
That's
fucking
all sweet.
And Larry was like, because man, we had a screen behind us, like a movie pull down screen.
Yeah.
And we had a projector in front of us, so you would see the BS on our face, and it was bad, man. And Larry came in there and did all of that, bro.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yep.
Holy shit! No, that's so cool.
So you wanted to talk about when I said someone murdered their?
Oh yeah.
Bitch
killed the boyfriend.
That's a real fucking story, bro.
Oh my god.
So what I like to do, I love to get people from the community to be a part of it. Like real shit. Like it's one thing to talk about shit that you read on the internet that's not from here. There's a lot of interesting shit that goes on in this city.
Yeah.
And and like I said, it's kind of hard getting those people on there because they want to be something that they're not. Sometimes we get lucky and people will want to be on there, but they're like, I want to be anonymous. So it was cool. We could call in. You don't have to be on. We're not going to put a camera on you. You won't say nothing.
Right.
So we had a show called Side Bitch. So what I do is I get on social media and like, hey, if you're a side bitch and we ain't gonna tell nobody your business, we're
not gonna air that out.
We're not gonna say who you are, whatever. And people, it's crazy. They'll trust, and that's the biggest thing as well. Like you can really shoot yourself in the foot in doing this shit if you're not professional, bro. Like like people think this is. You still gotta be professional in some aspect. Yeah. Chick comes on. She's like, yo, I got a friend. She's been cheating on her dude and they're married and blah, blah, blah. But she's got a dude and it was all this crazy shit. So they both call us, right? The two chicks call us. They're telling all the business.
So
the side chick calls
and
with her friend. No, with her friend. Oh, okay. So she is a wife and a side chick. Crazy. So she's married. And fucking with a dude from her job. Real Jerry Springer shit.
Classic.
And it wasn't a lie because it was they were on point, too intricate. They were telling the business. So we have them on, and she was talking about her dude and how he almost caught her and all this, and she was like, "Oh, he's a simp" and all this shit. Fast forward to the next year, the friend inboxes me, sends me a KOAT story. Remember Side Bitch? And I was like, yeah. She killed her husband. I was like, what? Killed the dude. Yes.
The one that was cheating.
The one that was cheating killed her husband.
Well, did they ever come out with a motive? Or was it just...
Well, and the crazy part, when she was on the show, she was like, I fucking hate him. And
oh my God.
Like she was talking, like he don't give me what I want. And I was like, I was telling Larry and Six, like, bro, like, should we talk about this? Like, are they going to fucking summons us and want to use our episodes and shit like that? Like, it was crazy. It was a real deal. We had a show about that.
Holy fuck. Mm-hmm. That's the type of shit you know what? Maybe, if this one doesn't work out, I'm just going to stay single. I just, it's not worth it, y'all. It's not worth it. Just get out of the situation. Don't be a side nothing to nobody. Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man.
But then, just on the topic of like just learning more about your community and like that's a weird thing to learn about your community.
Yeah.
But like to be honest with you, I didn't think this was gonna last longer than 2 months. I thought I was gonna have like a couple of my buddies on, but nobody really gave a fuck. Like, yeah, well, this was fun.
Fuck no. I never thought that. For me, never.
I see, and I just didn't have the confidence in this. But now that's been going for a bit,
it's a drive. I'm
never gonna stop.
Yeah, bro.
And like, I look at like the whiteboard, and I'm like,
dude. I was looking at it. I was looking at your upcoming episodes,
I'm bro, fucking June.
You are way more organized than we are. Like, we do our shows every Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
And we'll be on Monday. Do we want to have somebody on? Like, nah, fuck it. or we got a lot of people who want to come on, and that's our problem. We have a lot of people that want to come on. And to me, at the end of the day, it's my decision. And if you're just not going to be who you really are, I'm not going to have you on there. Yeah. Or if there's no real benefit both ways, I'm not going to do it. Because then you're just going through the motions and you're trying to use our platform to do whatever for you. And I don't like that. I don't want to let us contact you. That's like how you contacted me. I would never be like, oh, man, let me get on your podcast. And you'd be like, wouldn't you be like, for what?
Yeah.
Have you ever even paid attention to it? Or what's your angle? That's what I get. You know what I mean? They're like, nah, it's got to be organic.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But yeah, I have to be organized. Like, I have like a planner. I've got that. Like, I have to like know what's going.
That's dope.
Like, especially when I was bodybuilding, just because I had, I was working out twice a fucking day. I had a full-time job, and then I wanted to do this. The brain can only compute so many stuff before it just fries out.
Right.
But yeah, just now that like steam's rolling and like I can't believe that that's a thing.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
And B, like it's funny. Like, I was having this conversation with my chick a while back, and I was like, I've always been like a curious person.
Yeah.
And I want to ask questions. I want like, but it's so cool that podcasting's a thing, because like before, I feel like if you just DM somebody or just watch them try to have a conversation, it's only going to last like maybe 2 seconds.
Yeah, and it's because you lose their interest level.
Yeah, and there's nothing there.
Yeah,
and we can go talk in the supermarket.
Yeah,
but something like, if you say, hey, I have a podcast, I'd love to have you on. Mm-hmm. I mean, yes or no, and if it goes the way of yes, I mean, I'm learning so much more about somebody that I never.
Right.
Before this, he's the funniest fucking dude at the roast battle.
That's it. That's how you know me. And that's another thing why I wanted to do it, because I would get so frustrated because I said it before, I didn't realize I was just representing a caricature of myself, and that's what only people knew. Like, people know me from most people know me from the internet, Facebook, because I've done some crazy shit on there and don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And it was all calculated. It really was a part of a plan. You know what I mean? And I would get so upset when people would be like, oh, I wanted to say something, but I thought you were going to roast me, or I thought you were going to post me and talk shit. And I'm like, no. But I was like, wait a minute. That's all they know.
Right.
That's all they know.
Yeah.
And like you said, you saw me at the roast battles. And so what you know is the host talking shit. You know what I mean? Just unscripted, just going in. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, now I get it. I have to do these things to show people I'm well-rounded.
Multifaceted.
And a lot of people still, they're like, I announced I was on 101.3. I have my own show, MidDay Mayhem, noon to 3. Y'all check it out. They go, they're going to let you on FM radio? And I would get offended. Like, y'all know I had a job. You know what I'm saying? I know how to talk to people. But I had to reel it in because they only know me from talking shit on stage.
Yeah.
Wait, you're on 2 FM and it's live and they let you. And so, you have to show people that you can do more than one thing.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to do it too.
Well, and if you don't, I feel like you just put yourself into a box.
Yeah. You'll cut yourself off so many opportunities.
Exactly. Because, I mean, I love being free. I love being able to do this and say whatever the fuck I want. Because it's my platform. It's my thing. But
need it, bro.
But then also getting into something like radio, getting into something like stand-up, you have to be able to alter that and do that. But as far as comedy goes, and this is fucking talked about and wrung out like a fucking rag.
Let's get it.
But
yeah,
the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock thing. What I would like to get your perspective on is because you brought up right when we first started the whole code switching thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Again, first thing I heard about that from a fucking big man. Me and my chick are addicted to that show, and that's one of the episodes when they go to New York.
Yeah,
we watch that, and we've watched the episode so many times. But the last time we watched it, I kind of looked over, and he's like humming along with the code switching. But when that whole Chris Rock thing happened, because I don't know how much you know about like the shit show that is Warner Brothers right now with just how like their leadership and. Did you hear about the whole Ray Fisher?
No, what's
Joss
going on?
Whedon?
No.
So I'll try to. So again, big nerd for DC Comics.
Lay it on me. Lay it on me.
So they made Batman versus Superman, and their plan was like, oh well, it's Batman and Superman.
First of all, did you like it?
I loved it. I loved it.
I was so mad about that movie.
I loved it.
I was just talking about this on sports radio. I was like, God, I was so wanting it to be better.
Have you seen the rated R version?
Yes, I have. So that was.
And you still don't like it?
No, there was a difference. That one, okay, didn't they change that wasn't the original version that came out?
No,
was it?
the theatrical version was like 45 minutes shorter.
Yes. So when I saw the uncut, when I got on HBO Max and I saw it, I was like, yo, why didn't they put this out first? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. So that's the whole overarching of this thing is that Warner Brothers needs to get out of their own way and they need to let their creators create. That's the moral of the story here. So what happens though is they make BVS, comes out March of 2016, and there was the bigwigs, the executives are like, well, it's Batman and Superman. Man of Steel made a fuck ton of money, and everyone loves Batman.
Right.
Of course it's going to make money. Of course they're going to love it. We're going to turn around and we're going to let Zack Snyder and crew, they're going to go make Justice League.
Yeah.
Right. They had like a 30-day reprieval and then turn around, hit London, and started filming it. Well, it came out. People loved it. People also really hated it.
Right.
And the executives got scared. And I guess they were just feeding Snyder a bunch of notes and change this, do that, do that, do that, do that. And he was like, nah, I'm going to make my own movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But unfortunately, so that carries on. That's like fucking May of 2016. They're filming, and then... Oh, I'm sorry, no, they took a longer reprieval, actually. It started in August of 2016, and then they finished filming in March of 2017.
Okay.
Justice League is slated to come out in November. Well, in April of 2017, one of Zack Snyder's daughters committed suicide.
Damn.
He sticks with post-production. He's doing it, and then like the end of May, beginning of June, he's like, I can't do this. Like, I need to be with my family. This is not like... Because they've got a big family.
Yeah.
And so... And I keep meaning to find this article, but I remember reading it, and Warner Brothers was like, we offered to push back Justice League and to like let him be with his family, but he insisted that we finish it.
Plow ahead.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit. That is. So they would never push that back. They only care about money. So what happens is it comes out that they have chosen Joss Whedon, who he directed like the Avengers and all that stuff. He's going to come in and finish Justice League. And he has Zack Snyder's approval. And Joss Whedon comes out and goes, I'm going to finish Snyder's vision the way he would want it. Okay, well, that didn't fucking happen.
Yeah.
But the reason I bring this up is there were accusations from when Whedon was doing Buffy the Vampire Slayer back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and Firefly, that he's a bit of a sexist.
Okay.
And he's a bit of a racist.
Okay.
Specifically towards black people.
Yeah. Just a bit, not a whole one.
But
a bit.
Yeah. Because you know, this was before the Me Too movement. This was before the cancel culture. So they're like, yeah, but he's white and he makes money, so we're not going to touch him. You know how it goes. But what happens is we don't hear anything about that. We just hear that the set is a little problematic and that it's like stressful.
Yeah.
But everyone chalks it up to they have a crunch time, and you start hearing about all these rewrites and these reshoots. And, you know, flash forward, it comes out, it sucks. And the full weekend of the movie coming out doesn't even end. And someone already tweets out, #release the Snyder Cut. Because everyone's like, what the fuck was that?
What is that? Yeah.
Right? So now so Snyder Cut, the Zack Snyder Justice League comes out March of 2021, so last year. And like the last 5 to 6 months, maybe even longer leading up to that, Ray Fisher, the guy who plays Cyborg, he comes out on this huge social media campaign talking about authenticity over entertainment because Joss Whedon, Toby Emmerich, who's a executive, and a couple other dudes over at Warner Brothers, they're treating him like shit.
Okay.
And he heard a conversation or saw transcripts of a conversation, whatever it was. So have you seen the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a mini Cyborg movie in that movie.
Yeah, right.
And I'm assuming you've seen the 2017 one, right?
Yep.
There is no
Nothing.
Cyborg.
None.
Right?
It just shows up.
Yeah. and the reasoning from Joss Whedon that they gave Joss Whedon rather that he agreed with, that they didn't put all that cyborg stuff, is they didn't want an angry black man at the center of their superhero movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we cooking.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then so I read that, I'm like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine what it feels like to be a black person in America anyway, but like just to read something like that.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
I'll see how angry you are, and I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, because you're
used to it.
Because you're used to it. Because you're
I'm like,
fucking
bro,
used
what
to
are you
it.
mad about? This shit been going on.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So, but then you watch the movie.
Yeah.
And his entire arc is about hope.
Yep.
Redemption.
Yeah.
His most iconic line this is like another perfect way to contrast the two movies. His iconic line in the 2017 one is "Booyah." His stupid little catchphrase from the Teen Titans show.
And nobody told him black people ain't used that since '92.
and then his iconic line from the Snyder cut is "I'm not broken and I'm not alone."
Yeah.
Like what?
Way different. Way different.
Fuck, right?
Yeah.
So
it's a real fucking person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I read that story, and amongst other like sexist shenanigans with fucking Gal Gadot, and how apparently Jason Momoa had to be walked off set like 2 times because he was gonna beat the fuck out of Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, so that is how Hollywood thinks. That's how they characterize a large population or populace of our country. That's great.
Oh, fuck
fantastic,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So then I see the Chris Rock and the Will Smith thing happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, you can break that down so many different ways.
Yeah, it's so many different
with the toxicity
of his wife,
of their wife, and their relationship.
Yeah.
But the thing that came to mind, because I watched that bit of the Oscars, and they cut a couple of times to Toby Emmerich, right? He was in the audience.
Yeah.
And when I see that, and when I see Will Smith hit Chris Rock, that line is kind of played in the back of my head of like the stupid stereotype these idiots have of like the angry black man.
Well, you hit the nail on the head because, I grew up, in the 90s, there was an award show called the Source Awards, right? Okay. And that's where they would give hip hop awards. And at the Source Awards, you watch because you knew it was going to be a fight. Somebody's going to talk shit. Somebody's going to get shot. Somebody's going to get stabbed. And that was just a part of the culture. And then the jokes were, look at the Source Awards. Look how they act. Fast forward to the Oscars. That was one of the reasons I had a problem with this because it's so dynamic and so layered. Somebody like Will Smith. Will Smith is considered a safe black person. When I say safe, I mean there's a lot of people that aren't black that look at him and don't see black. See what I mean? They see he's Will Smith. He's not a black man. The thing he did right there in that moment, he turned into a black man. That's what he turned into because he hit him and it's like, oh, see, look, they don't know how to act. And look, this is why we don't give them this or get them that or offer this or offer that. That's a big part of it as well. And then here's another part. The director, I cannot remember his name, of the Oscars was a black man for the first time ever. So they did that on his fucking watch.
Oh, shit.
They did that on his watch. And it was, don't quote me on this. Was it Lee Daniels?
That's why we have the handy dandy.
There we go. Yeah, let's look it up because I want to give the right thing. Because when I saw this, I was like, God damn. Come on, y'all. We're going to do it on the Black People Watch. Producer, director. When I see the name,
say producer.
Producer, yeah.
I have horrible eyesight.
There we go.
All right, let's see.
Will Packer. That's who it is. Will Packer.
Okay.
Yes.
Will Packer. Oh, yep.
Yes.
Okay.
First time a black person produced the Oscars and this shit happens. It's like, damn, you really produced the Source Awards in 1996. That's what you did. That's what a lot of people look at it as. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
And so, when I first saw this shit, I thought it was fake.
I thought it was too. I thought it was a
fake.
bit.
I was like, okay, this will come out tomorrow. They'll let us know.
Yeah.
This is something, a work, or they got a movie coming out or something.
Right.
When I got the information that Will Packer was a producer, I was like, no, he would never
allow that
on his watch, being the first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
well, because stupidity happens at award shows. Like, what award show was it where, like, Borat was flying through the...
Oh, yeah.
And then landed crotch first into Eminem.
Yeah.
And, like, bits like that happen all the time.
Right.
But to see... it's scary, like... It's because Will Smith at first laughs at the joke.
Yeah.
And to see, like, the side glare from Jada.
Yeah, she stabbed him up with the looks.
And then did you see, like, someone took a video from behind her.
Yeah.
And when she hit him, she started laughing.
She's laughing. Yeah, when Will hit Chris, she started laughing. She's like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing I don't think is being talked about enough either, because what it didn't make sense to me, especially in the moment, was like Will Smith was getting consoled, and then there was nothing for Chris Rock.
Yeah.
And like Chris Rock is one of the greatest comedians to ever walk the face of the planet. So in my mind,
I can tell you why.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so think about this. Monologues, a lot of people don't understand. Because I asked a similar question. I was like, damn, is this what we got to worry about in comedy now? Like, we can't poke fun. We can't roast. We can't be who we are. A lot of people were like, no, yeah, because that's not stand-up comedy. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
A monologue in that setting has been going on since the beginning of time. Go back and look at any of it. Here's the reason why Chris Rock did not get consoled. You got to remember, that wasn't a space for stand-up comedians. It never is. They hire a stand-up comedian to come in and do the monologue. All of that is actors, actresses. What happens every time of those shows? They get made fun of. So now they're like, finally, somebody. If you go back and look, you have people laughing, and you got some people like, fuck this dude, man. Go look at any monologue. Look at Chris Rock 2016.
Oh yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You could look back on Richard Pryor when he did a monologue, and he was talking when he was like, he was acting like a black man couldn't read or act, and he was like, yeah, we are here because they never give us awards because they don't think we can act. And he was doing that. Some people were laughing, some people weren't, because it was too close to home for them. So you got to understand the Oscars. It's not like the Oscars have never heralded stand-up comedy. They just hire a comedian to do the monologue because nobody else has the balls to do it or the talent like that. So you're in a room of a lot of those people. Chris Rock and every other comedian have made fun of them. So now it's like, hell yeah. You can see it from the backlash. You see a lot of people, actors, and they're like, yeah, man, I wish I could have done that. So that's why they left Chris Rock out to dry.
That's a good point. Because
think about it. If they were at a place like a Comedy Central roast or something, and there was no way Will would have been able to get back to his seat because there would have been comedians there and like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're in a room full of people like Will Smith. They're actors and actresses who've been getting made fun of. Think about it. Monologues, stand-up comedy, the media, all of that. So this is like, yeah, we finally got one. That's why. That's the reason why.
No, that makes a lot of sense, actually. And like, and then I think about like how legendary, how infamous, I guess, the whole Ricky Gervais monologue was about the whole Epstein and the Weinstein stuff.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's going up there to hit his ass.
No.
When he's outing everyone in that room for what they have done.
And that was uncomfortable for a lot of people who were buddies with this guy.
Yeah.
I remember the one he did where Ricky Gervais, I believe it was the Golden Globes, and Tom Hanks kind of got like, you could see it on his face.
About the Epstein thing.
Yeah, you could see it on his face. So
that's a whole other rabbit hole I'm more than willing to go down for sure. But
what happened with Will is his woman put the key in his back and he snapped. He already had his shit going on, man.
Well, because I look at Chris Rock and I'm like, one of the greatest comedians ever walked this earth.
Yes.
Like,
definitely top 10 of all time.
Like,
if you don't know comedy, you're lying if you don't say that.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't think that this dude has got like a fucking Gatling gun's worth of cheating jokes, relationship jokes, simp jokes for Will Smith just to hit him back with.
Yeah, but see, you gotta look at.
But he pulled all that back. He just took it.
You know what that's called? That's professionalism. Yeah. That's what that is. Someone like me, there's no fucking way, because I don't have that level of professionalism. I don't have it. There's a lot of comics who are famous who don't have that level. I can name off a shitload of them that would have acted a damn fool, and I'm not talking about with hands, with just
comments
tearing his ass up. Yeah. But you got to understand, and this goes back to the reason why nobody consoled Chris Rock. Look at the setting you're in.
Yeah.
You know how many of those companies, film industries,
they're looking how he's going to react.
Exactly. And then they're tied in with the Academy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he knew it. He's a veteran. There's a reason why they hired him. You know what I mean?
He wanted to keep making the Madagascar movies.
Exactly.
He wanted to keep his stake in Hollywood.
And that's another reason why he hasn't talked yet. And he probably won't. Remember, he's come out and said, I'm not talking about it unless I get paid.
Yeah.
But who else is talking about it? His brothers. First of all, I didn't know there was that many fucking rocks.
Neither did I.
I was like, damn, I didn't know it was there are many rocks as weigh-ins out here. Like, how many rock brothers do you have? And all of them super lower level, talking hella shit.
Out of Will Smith.
Talking hella shit.
Yeah.
And he's not saying nothing because of what he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
No, it's insane. And it's like, well, so you bring up the point that Will Smith is considered a safe black man.
Yes, he is.
And do you think that same thing is kind of regarded with Chris Rock?
So Chris Rock, I'm going to tell you this. So there's different. Remember, let's go back to the urban comedy thing, right?
Yeah.
When I say urban comedy, Chris Rock's name's never going to come up in it. Never.
And why is that?
Because even though he's a black man, he doesn't do urban comedy. There's a difference. So, not to get into the history of comedy for black people, but it's kind of like this, right? Let's go back to Richard Pryor. A lot of people didn't understand Richard Pryor's genius until they learned he smoked crack and lit himself on fire, and he was doing Superman movies and Big and all this other shit. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't watch the Richard Pryor show that had one season. They didn't listen to him after he made that change, because he was on the Ed Sullivan show. After that, he was strictly urban comedy.
Right.
Chris Rock's never done that. Think about it. Chris Rock has been in urban movies, but his stand-up has never been on like what we call the Chitlin circuit. He hasn't been underground going to like Atlanta, or he's in New York at the black clubs, Chicago, like that. And if he was, it wasn't like he was the best at doing that. Chris Rock, Saturday Night Live, he got to the point where he was making his own movies, where he was a star. Right. So he's not looked at as an urban or black comic. Chris Rock's never been on Def Comedy Jam. See, it's stuff like that black people, that's why if you look at the dynamic, a lot of black people was not fucking with Chris Rock, just like a lot of people at the Academy that night wasn't. See what I'm saying? When it comes to Will Smith is a safe black man for people who aren't black. Black people love Will Smith because he has a black wife, and he's Will Smith, and he's a rapper. He was in the culture and all this other shit. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Will Smith is looked at differently depending on whose eyes you're looking at. Because a lot of people who do know hip hop and that aren't black, they'll say, hey, I remember him. He was so happy and jolly. He didn't cuss. He wasn't shooting people. He wasn't calling women bitches or hoes and all that. He was parents just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? And
holy shit.
He's the Fresh Prince of fucking Bel-Air. Look at him. He's wholesome and nice and welcome to Miami, and look at his family and all this shit. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he's got the best of both worlds. Chris Rock don't. Chris Rock doesn't have the black backing. He doesn't have that. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he has the industry backing. His friends are looked at as Adam Sandler. Black people, we fuck with him, but he's not like our comedy. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's the different dynamics in that shit. That's what it is.
No, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Honestly, it makes a lot of sense. And like, you know, and someone else who's telling that joke, any other stand-up, like
doesn't even a blip on the radar.
No one really gives a shit. And it looks like, and the way I see that,
I was kind of disappointed. I was like, that's all you got? Bro, she was sitting next to the queen of fucking Wakanda. You could have used her. They had no hair. Use that. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, and he just went G.I. Jane, where a lot of people didn't even realize who the fuck that was. So,
yeah. And excuse me. It was just, I don't know. And I'm trying to like collect my thoughts about the whole Will Smith and like the toxicity of his marriage. And like,
oh, bro. I can tell you all about that shit because I've watched it unfold.
Like him hitting Chris Rock was like the big guy picking on the little guys. Like he knew
exactly. He knew who to hit and who to get away with.
Who he could get away with it exactly. Because I mean, the moment that Jada goes to the media with Will Smith hit me, it's over.
It's a wrap.
It is done.
You did
for him.
We know because look at him. He doesn't know how to hold his anger.
Exactly.
Boom, boom, boom. And it goes back to another thing. An urban comic. He wouldn't have done that to an urban comic. They wouldn't have let him. He wouldn't have went and sashayed back to his seat and with the smirk on his face. No. Going back to their marriage, though, here's what I've been telling people because, there's a lot of people that's like, yeah, he stood up for his wife and he defended her honor.
That's control.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's him trying to show he has control.
Yeah.
He's never had control in his marriage, bro.
Never.
If he had control, that marriage wouldn't be so public.
Yeah.
Think about Will Smith. Will Smith has only become publicized within the last year. Will Smith was never on Instagram. He was never on social media. You would just see him in a fucking movie pop up and like, I got to go see it. It's Will Smith.
Yep.
Now you got his wife doing red table talks with her mom and the kids and, hey, I used to love Tupac. Yes, we've heard this for fucking 20 years. We know this shit.
Yeah.
Like, you've been beating this man down. Hey, sometimes when you're married to the same man and the sex isn't all that and I just wonder what Tupac would do if he had this pussy now. Like, shit like that.
Did she say that?
No, I'm just...
Oh, I was like, what the...
But in your ears, that's what you hear.
No, I agree.
You got your fucking kid. Did you know fucking Willow wrote a note to Tupac? Never even met the fucking man. How does your fucking kid know about Tupac? The wife.
Yeah.
See, that's toxic as fuck. And then you go on all these shows. You have your podcast.
What blows?
I'm all for. I said it before. I'm all for being open, but when it's just yourself. See what I'm saying? I had to learn that with comedy. At the beginning, I had a girlfriend on podcasting and shit, and I knew, hey, I gotta leave that shit at home.
Yeah, I leave her out of it.
You leave her.
I don't
and
say
that's
her
a part
name.
That's a part of the professionalism.
Where she works.
That's a part of because you open yourself up.
Well, because when I first started, I made a couple comments about transgenders.
Yeah.
And I got some shit. And I was like,
at home.
Yo, no. Like
from other people.
DMs.
Yeah,
DMs. And I was like,
that's good.
Yo, this is episode 12.
That's good.
What?
That's great.
I was
that's
like,
great.
what? Yeah.
You're like, yes, I'm evoking emotion.
I was just confused at first.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
eventually got to that point. And I was like, because I considered from the beginning, like, okay, what do I leave out of this? Like my personal life, I'm gonna leave it out of here for this, that, and the other. But I was like, yeah, if the wrong person finds out who she is, that we live in the same town, that we
got you.
I don't need her DMs getting flooded with stupid shit. Right. I don't need, because the average beautiful woman's DMs already are retarded.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But just add on an idiot boyfriend with a microphone. I just don't want to do that.
Right. And you know what? That's so funny you bring that up. I learned that the hard way. My very first time doing stand-up. Mind you, this is how dumb I was. I did stand-up, no other comedians. It was a rap battle and me. I did stand-up for an hour and 25 minutes the first time I did stand-up. Didn't even do half my material because it was crowd work and shit that I saw. An hour and 25 minutes. And it was like 750 people there. So one of the jokes I told was about an altercation me and my girlfriend at the time had inside of my car. And we were coming from something, and it was funny because the end of the joke was I was eating chicken while driving, and I threw it and I hit her. I hit her in the side of the head with it. Everybody's cracking up laughing. Guess who I see not laughing?
Ooh.
Yeah. And that's probably why I went an hour and 25 because I didn't want to get off that stage. And so it was stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then it was, I was like, yo, I had to learn. That can't be a part of it. And also what you said, like going back, I'll be on social media and people know, fuck, I can't get to this dude because nothing bothers him. Let me say something about his girl. And then here's where I fuck up. I'm thinking my girl's supposed to be like me, Teflon. Oh, girl, don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Get off of there. Don't worry about it. So you're not going to say nothing? I was like, yeah, if you say something, then
you're putting out the fire with gasoline.
But a lot of people don't understand that. And it's not my place to make her understand that because she's her own person at the time, you know. So I had to learn that. And that goes back to Will and Jada. She's the one who put all of their shit on Front Street. Once you do that, it's like the Kardashians. You think the Kardashians if they sat on the fucking phone or the internet and looked at everything everybody said about them, they go fucking crazy.
You know, on the contrary, I think they do take some time to do it, and I think they fucking love it.
Oh, well, that's different. You're right. You're right. Like, I was looking at it as a negative, them like getting mad, fuck this, but you're right.
Well, because the media needs to know the last time one of them got an ass lift, or the last time that one of them got the skinny white dude with tattoos. You know what I mean?
What athlete's life are they going to ruin this season? Who are they going to turn into a crackhead this NBA season? Like that. See, they understand this shit.
They feed off.
They understand it. Will. Tell the truth. Like I said, Will has never. We only see him smiling on red carpets.
Yeah.
We only see him, hey, I got this movie coming out, and in the videos with his kids and shit. Once they opened that, once she moved that curtain to the side and everybody's like, oh, y'all ain't so fucking perfect.
No, yeah.
Now it's become a problem. So I say it all stems from her.
And because I think about it sometimes, and I'm like, why the fuck would any man in his right mind sit down in front of cameras with his wife at a literal round table and talk about the time that she cheated on him?
Bruh.
But then at the same time, I'm like, look, I've been in toxic relationships, but I've never been in anything that steep. And that has to be a fucking horrible entanglement.
I don't love a woman. I would never love a woman as much as he loves her because... Or I don't want to. No, I'm saying I don't want to because they have a child who brings his friend in and the mom fucks him. And then gets on their fucking podcast and talks about it. And he's right there crying and feeble and all this other shit.
Because I remember watching that a million times as I've watched that. But he's talking to her and he's thinking, I'm going to get to admit it. She's going to apologize. This is going to be the great video where no, she is fucking shameless.
Yeah.
She has no remorse.
She basically was like, his dick was way better than yours.
Pretty much.
That's basically what she was saying.
And he's sitting there like.
He was like, oh, okay.
He was sick though, so I get it. It's like, fuck, man.
And here's the thing I want to tell people because they always say, well, they both were doing their thing. All right, who can you not speculate about with Will Smith? It's all speculation. Her shit,
it's public.
It's there. So once
she brags about it.
Once you do that, you're fucked.
Well, then also I would imagine that this is my personal opinion, but I don't think open relations like that tend to work out anyway.
There got to be some special type of people, bro.
Yeah, but for the people that it does work out for, they aren't going to be crying publicly that their wife had sex with somebody else.
No.
Because because I know people that have done that, and there's like rules and boundaries.
Yeah, it's always rules.
I'm not that dude.
Yeah.
I could never be down with that, but if that's your thing, do your thing.
I could be down with it, but I don't give a damn about her. That's why, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about me, you know?
And there's people that are about that, and they set those rules, so there was obviously rules that were being broken, or maybe, just maybe, Will never agreed to it. And she's just like, you know what? What are you gonna fucking do about it? What are you gonna do, pussy? What are you gonna do about it? And then it turned into this insanity.
Real shit. You hit the nail on the head with that. Real shit.
No, it's just fucking sad. And so the one of the last things I really want to pick your brain about too is like, so comedy now, like I look at it and the last maybe 4 or 5 years have really defined, like I guess in the mainstream, who the actual stand-up comedians are. And then who the like, I'm here because I'm decent and I want to make money people are.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Like my favorite stand-up, I think, without any question, especially post-pandemic, is Chappelle. Like I grew up,
hands down.
I grew up on the Chappelle Show, and I mean, I can sit down and I can watch fucking Half Baked.
Oh yeah,
such a bad movie, but I think it's hilarious.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, like I grew up on that, but like growing up now and then seeing that it's hard to even call it a stand-up bit, that like sit down in public conversation that he had about George Floyd.
Yeah.
And then the open conversation he had about Netflix.
Right.
That just like cemented it for me as like he is the greatest to fucking do it.
Well, he earned that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because if you talked about two polar opposites of who he was and who he is now.
Yeah.
You went from Half-Baked to talking about George, not jokes, talking.
Yeah.
He earned that, bro, because if you take anybody else to get on that platform and talk the talk that he did, you'll be like, what the? Take Cat Williams or something. You're like, what the fuck is Cat talking about?
Yeah.
Tell us some jokes, damn it. Like, see what I'm saying?
Because Cat put himself into that
There
corner
you go.
He's the stoner comedian and he has his place.
He's never evolved.
Yeah.
He never evolved. So you basically went through the evolution of Dave Chappelle that quickly. You went from Half-Baked, Chappelle Show to what he is now. Think about the evolution, the openness, the candidness, the I don't give a fuck. I don't care about your money. Like that right there shows the character of a man he is and a comic. So if he's walked away from that, do you think he's scared to talk about any fucking thing?
Yeah.
And guess what? People are going to listen. They're going to pay attention. So he earned that shit. Not everybody can do that, bro. Eddie Murphy can't do that. A lot of people get mad when I say Eddie's not the greatest.
You don't think he could have pulled something like that?
Fuck no.
Really?
You know why? Eddie never walked away from money. Eddie never... Give me one time Eddie said something about social issues.
I mean,
give me
look at Coming to America too.
Give me one time where Eddie talked about him fucking with transsexuals on Hollywood Boulevard. Eddie became a Hollywood entity.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people, like I was like, oh, he's going to come back and do stand-up. I got fucking so hurt when he was like, yeah, man, I was looking back at Raw and some of the stuff I was saying there.
Yeah.
It's like, man, fuck you,
that
bro.
was rough
See
to
what I'm
hear.
saying?
I'm not
See
even,
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not even, obviously I'm not as deep into stand-up as you
Yeah.
are, but hearing something like that, I was like, man.
Bro, that crushed me.
Yes, I thought, see, okay, my equivalent of that was hearing Arnold Schwarzenegger say, fuck your freedoms.
Yes.
With the mask.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Yeah, you'd be
fucking,
like, God damn
I was
it.
like, dude, you were the guy.
Fuck, what happened to you?
You were the guy.
You know what that is? That's that whole Hollywood.
It got to
him. Yeah, that's what it is. So when you have a treasure like Dave Chappelle, man, there's nothing. He's in the God realm, bro. Like he's there. He's out in the stratosphere. But the state of comedy now, like you said, you have the ones who like, hey, I'm gonna just make my money, and then there's always. I want to tell you this. There's always chosen few, bro.
Yeah.
They will choose who to throw out, right? And if Dave Chappelle waited for them to choose him, he would have never been able to do it. That's why he does this shit on his own.
Yeah.
He doesn't wait. He doesn't. No disrespect to Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart worked his fucking ass off.
Yeah.
But Kevin Hart is not going to be that edgy where you're like, yo, he really went there.
Yeah. He'll tell dirty jokes, but it's not.
It's not where it's like thought-provoking and like, I can't believe he said that. And, you know, and obviously it's very fucking successful. That motherfucker had like 4 double shows here where he was only supposed to have 2 and people went to it. But it's just different levels to it.
And one of my favorite things about Kevin Hart was he had a podcast with Rogan. This is like a year after his car accident, I think, year and a half.
Yeah.
And he's got super jacked. I think just started hanging out with The Rock and was like, oh.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I'm going to become that.
Yeah.
But just of like 4 feet shorter. and well, he got super jacked and he's on the podcast. He's like, well, people would ask me, like, why are you working out? Why are you eating so healthy? He's like, I'm just preparing for life. You'll never know what'll happen. And then 8 months after his training, he gets into that horrific car accident where he should have died.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about Kevin Hart, you know, you may not like his comedy. That motherfucker's drive
is insane.
Is fucking phenomenal.
Insane.
And he will dream something and it'll become a reality. Like that. Because he makes it happen. Like that, you know, there's a lot of shit that I had to learn in comedy. Because I was at a point, I was like, man, Kevin Hart's trash. Blah, blah, blah. then you start doing this shit and you're like, yo, you can't talk about this, man, because look at what he's doing. He's paving the way for people. It's not just about getting up there and talking on the microphone. That may not be your taste, may not be your persuasion, but you got to look at the whole entity of it. That's what he is. He's a fucking corporation.
Yeah.
Like, that's dope.
Yeah, he's a whole brand.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for.
He's a whole brand.
Yep.
The Kevin Hart-ness. And it kind of sucks to see that go down after the whole Oscars thing. But with this state of comedy right now, and with how do you navigate that even prior to assaulting someone on stage?
I'm not even gonna lie.
Prior to that, like,
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I thought about this, and I told just a couple of people. I really had to dig deep, and I was like, man, am I gonna be able to continue doing this shit?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to do it any other fucking way, bro. You've seen it. You've seen me in my thing. If anybody who's listening to this who's not seen me, I love crowd work, bro. Like,
you're fucking good at it too.
If I can go in there, I can do a whole fucking 30 minutes crowd work.
Like, me and my chick were sitting there like, yeah, some of these guys are funny, but this dude's back is hurting from Karen's damn show. Son of a bitch, this guy's fucking funny. And
none of that shit scripted, bro. That's why I love hosts, because a lot of people, and I'll get back to what I was saying about how I feel about it. A lot of people will be like, yo, when are you going to do a roast battle again? Because shout out to Evan Rons, when he started it was, I was with him when he started it, and I would battle, and he was like, yo, bro, you can't. Like, no, like, nobody wants to do it with you. And then I was like, well, let me host, because then I can get every fucking body. Like, and I'm there longer, and it's just fun. I'm not prepared. I just go there. I don't know what they're saying. I don't know who's going to show up. And it's just reading the room and knowing what to say. It's shock value shit that you'll say and get people's reaction. I love it. But I really thought, bro, I was thinking about hanging the shit up, bro. Because I'm like, you don't understand, man. Within the last 2 years, I saw the change. Even though I've only done it, 7 years is not long at all, bro.
Yeah.
I did a show. I opened for Joe Torre. Joe Torre was the second host of Def Comedy Jam. He came out here. I opened for him. He pulled me to the side, asked me how long I had been doing it. I've been doing it 5 years then. And he's like, I've been doing this shit 35 years. He said, I'm a 35-year-old in comedy. You're a 5-year-old. You're still a fucking infant.
Yeah.
So if you're really going to do this shit, do it or never fucking hit a stage again. That's when I really was like, fuck, that's true. So 7 years, this last 2 years, bro, I'm going places. I'm up in the spot. I'm up in Dolores, fucking Colorado. And there's this old people right up in front. When you remember the movie Up?
Yeah.
They look just like these motherfuckers. Mind you, Dolores has no black people. None. It was me and the other comic that came with me is Steph Darnell. Smitty comes with me. And so right off the bat, I'm like, yo, we just doubled the population of black people in Dolores. And I said, I've never been to a place where I Google how many black people, the percentage of African Americans, and it's 0. It says 0. So I'm not changing my shit. I'm putting extra black on it now. But these old people were in front of me, and I'm talking to them, and I was wondering why the wife was looking at me, and then she would lean over to the husband. She couldn't hear. So the husband would laugh, tell her the joke, then she would laugh. And so I was like, I didn't know it till I was done. I got off the stage and I talked to him. So I was basically talking about her they've been married 52 years. I was like, do you still give him head? And he starts laughing. And she goes, she's shaking her head, yeah. And it was, everybody's doing what you're doing, right? There's one fucking lady in the crowd gets fucking pissed off. And I got this on video. It's on YouTube. The one lady, I said, what do you do for a living? She's like, because I was like, hey, Dolores, can I come back? And she was like, yeah, I think you're funny, but you shouldn't be talking to them about that, and they're the elderly. And I was like, this is on stage or off stage? This is on stage. I'm still performing. I love shit like this. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, thank you. And I was like, they've been together.
Shit. There goes Pac-Man.
I said, because she goes, I do home health care. She said she's a nurse.
Yeah.
And I was like, so do you think all these people whose house that you go to, they don't suck dick in that same home? I was like, do you?
I think I saw this actually.
You probably saw it. I had on the Randall Cunningham jersey.
Yeah, I think I saw this.
And then so she was just so upset. She's so pissed. Everybody's laughing. Ends up someone in the back says, "Shut the fuck up, bitch." And I ended the show on that, right? So I'm seeing a turn, right? Shit would happen like that all the time. The biggest shit that happened to me was I did a show. So I did 2 shows at this, I forget what the lake is called. It's somewhere in Texas by Lubbock. Big Springs, Texas. That's what it's called. And they have a lake. So they asked me to come for Memorial Day. I do a show, fucking killed it. I'm making fun of people. You know, I'm making fun. They have the, it's literally on the lake. They have, what do you call those people that are on the lake? The fucking cop people on the lakes or whatever.
Oh, the
game wardens.
Game wardens,
So they had game wardens and actual cops there. I'm making fun of them, but I was doing, and I made this up on the spot. I was doing like the racial hierarchy on who fucks with water and who don't. And I was like using people in the water. And I get to black people, and just so fucking happened, a boat full of fucking black people go by. I go in, and I got this on video too. I go in for like 10 minutes. They walk all the way up, shake my hand during the whatever. Cool. They loved it. Hey, can you come back for the 4th of July? Hell yeah. Go down there. I asked Jamar Hall to come with me. He's another comic.
Well, I think he was there at the roast, right?
Jamar Hall, yes. Jamar Hall's, so where we do the roast at Rebel,
yeah, he
hosts a show there every Wednesday.
Okay. Did he have the joke about the, like, it's like the incentives to get the vaccine? He's like, can you see that cruise ship? That's one of those that stood out to us.
Was that Jamar? Was he a tall kind of black guy?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you even remember a Jamar Hall joke, first of all. But that was Jamar. That was Jamar. So he was there. The crazy thing is Jamar is really clean cut. He's half native and half black. He's very clean cut, right? And he goes out there and does the dirtiest fucking jokes I ever heard him tell. He's talking about people doing fentanyl and pill popping. Mind you, there's kids there. So they told me, I was like, hey, bro, it's going to be families there. Like, he's going off. I never heard him be so dirty. But I loved it. I was like, oh, shit, okay.
Yeah.
So I get up there, 5 minutes into it, I see the cops and game warden pull over someone in the boat. And I was like, you got me fucked up if I'm going to get pulled over in the fucking water by the police and just stand there. Like, I go off.
Yeah.
One of the cops was a fat dude. I was like, look how fat he is. The fucking boat's leaning. And I got this on camera. I'm talking hella shit, right? Next thing I know, the owner of the spot, she comes to me. Hey, we can't make fun of the cops. And I was like, bitch. I'm still in mode. I'm not looking at her as the owner. I'm looking at you as you're trying to be a part of the show. Right. I was like, okay, which one of those cops you fucking? Because I'm gonna talk shit. Like I'm still in the mode, right? Next thing I know, the fucking chief of police comes up. He's up there. I'm still performing. He's like, hey, we're gonna shut you down. And I thought he was bullshitting. And I was like, what? And he had on this is on camera. He had on the fucking body cam. I was like, I tap it. I was like, is this shit on? I was like, hey, this your boy Buck D. Holla at me on Instagram. I'm talking hella shit, right? They were serious. Cut me. Boom. You're banned from the lake. You got to leave. So all the people that were there were pissed because I've only done 5 minutes. They were like, yo, we have a house right here. You can do it. I was like, no. Y'all are all white people in Texas. I'm not fucking with y'all. I don't know you. So they were like, no, you got to leave now. So we leave. I'm confused. Bro, 2 days later, I get a fucking call from Larry. Larry's like, yo, you're on Young Turks. The shit, bro, I'm looking on. They fucking have a video. They have the video. They did a whole segment.
Oh my God.
Yes. I'm fucking over 2 million fucking views, all this shit. And everybody's like, yo, you're about to blow up. I wasn't thinking about that. I'm like, this is where comedy's coming to, bro. This is like really canceling the real essence of stand-up comedy, which is not getting up there and just saying funny things. It's being unfiltered, saying whatever the fuck you want to say, making it funny for not just you, but the crowd and anyone else it comes across. It doesn't matter. Like, and a lot of people, the fucked up part with this Will and Chris Rock shit, I asked the question. I was like, yo, is this going to change the way stand-up is? What really fucked me up was, and I put it in Albuquerque stand-up fans page because there was a question from the BS show. I put it in there. It was all comics. Well, you should do your research before you make jokes about. I said, how in the fuck do you do research about everyone in the crowd? Well, you know, she had a medical condition and he should have just done his research before he said that joke. And this wasn't fans. This was comedians.
Oh, no.
People I've done shows with, people I know that do shows in El Paso. And I was like, yo, this is mind-blowing. Yeah. And my thing is, you're the consumer, right? You do your, if you go buy a car, you just don't fucking just get the car. You do your research, right? If that's how you feel about comedy, do your research before going. See who you're going to go see. You know what I mean? If you feel like you're going to be offended, do some research. But the state of comedy now, bro, it really had me second guessing if this is what I really wanted to do, because I don't know how to do it any other way. I don't. It's so divisive now. People who have no clue about the art are telling people who do it how to do it. Like, it's fucked up. It's a real fucked up way to navigate this shit, man.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I don't know how to be safe. I don't know how to not address elephants in the room. I don't know how not to someone who's talking loud. The funny thing is, nobody's talking about hecklers. Mm-mm. We love it. I know I love it. Oh, please heckle me. That's free time. I love it. But it's all about, well, you shouldn't say this. And so if you're up there thinking about that, you're done. You're fucking done, bro.
Listen, man, that's that. I'm glad you have that mindset. I hope that mindset spreads.
Has to, bro.
Yeah, that's the shit that needs to be spreading right now.
It has to. Like, not saying everybody has their own style, but be fearless.
Just do what you want to do.
Be fearless.
You don't have to be as dirty as Richard Pryor. You
don't
have to be as clean as whoever. You just do what you want to do.
Be yourself. Yeah. Be a reflection of yourself.
Yeah. Well, listen, before we get out of here, where can people find you? Whether it's the radio, social media,
shit, man.
Comedy scene. Where can we find you?
Let me see how good I memorize this. All right. First of all, you can catch the podcast on the BS Show. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We go live. We're on Twitch. Anywhere. Just Google the BS Show. Actually, we have a website, bsshowpodcast.com.
Cool.
I'm on 101.3 The Hustle here in Albuquerque, Monday through Friday, noon to 3. It's called the MidDay Mayhem. I'm also on Two Men On, which is on 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. I'm on there Monday and Friday from 4 to 7, and I'm also sprinkled in during the week. But I definitely am a part of the show. It's weird because I'm like, yo, but they have me. I'm on the opener, like, and it's weird because I look at it as their show, but they will not let me say it that way. So I really love those guys for that.
That's awesome.
You could catch me on social media. Just look at Buck Dangerous or Robert Gipson, Gipson, and you'll see all the stuff that I have going on.
All right, man. Well, I seriously do appreciate your time. You're a busy man. So I appreciate it a lot.
Bro, I love to come back. This is dope, man. I got to say thank you. And also, I commend you, bro, because there's not a lot of podcasts that I've been on. I don't know if people think I'm like unapproachable or I won't do it. I love this shit. So if you're listening, I would definitely come to your podcast and be as open, as candid as possible, bro.
And I had a fucking blast talking to you.
This flew by. This flew by, bro. Good shit.
This was fucking fun, man.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Sure. We out.